everybody, and welcome to episode 1 of Flapping Your Gums. I'm Vinny, and he's
Hesse.
and we're here to introduce ourselves for our first episode. So, as I just said, I'm Vinny. My actual name is Aaron Hesse. My brother and I have decided that we were going to do a podcast, and we just want to introduce ourselves to you guys. I'm actually the older brother, even though I look younger, and
That's true.
we're kind of just doing this podcast. We're really into just talking to each other daily, so we thought we'd just roll this podcast out. Like I said, I was older, so I'm a 44-year-old Hesse boy, really into kind of coyote hunting. My son's got me started into duck hunting recently. I've been a delivery driver for 23 years, a big brown truck, and then we were just rolling out some thoughts and just flapping your gums is how we're going to roll with this.
Because we decided to start us a podcast, being that we talk all day long is what happens. So I had to buy headphones just so we could chat it up because he's always driving a rig and just constantly calling. So that just worked out. I can keep working and he can keep working, and we can just sit there and we just flap it out. Flap the gums, like that's what we named it. So we do a lot in that part of it too. That's kind of, I was just basing it on that. That's kind of how we started, because we'll look down and we're sitting there, I don't even know, look down, it's 40 minutes into a phone call.
Yeah, or 30 seconds.
Or it'll be 30 seconds. So you never
like,
know.
oh, hey, I
On
got to
this
go.
podcast,
Okay, call you back. 2 minutes later.
You might.
Hey. I was like, wow, you really did? Why didn't you just leave me on the phone while we were doing whatever you were doing? It's like, it's rude to talk to somebody on the phone while you're trying to do something else, but we've gotten used to it.
Yes, you never know. You might get a 30-second podcast. Episode might be 30 seconds, or an episode might be 40 seconds or 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Who knows?
We're also doing this in 2 different states. I'm in Utah, while he's in Nevada.
Nevada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're giving it a whirl on this on Podcastle here, so we can see if we can remote podcast. So we hope you guys enjoy it. Really, why don't we tell them a little about you, Hesse?
Well, for sure, we're just starting it out. It's definitely a new thing, so we'll kind of see how it goes. I hope that we get better as we go, kind of get some more stuff to go for you guys. Vinny's already talking about merch and all kinds of stuff, so we're going big, but we're just starting, so hang with us. Of course, then we're going, like, we're going to have you subscribe. We'll put up a little thing up here, and you can subscribe to it once we get going. Like you said, I'm in Nevada. I got one child, a little daughter. She's super cool, does kind of it all. She's like a little bit on both sides. I work for the local government here. Like Vinny says, he's the older brother. I'm the middle one, the deprived, the left out one. That would be me.
Yeah, that's you, all right.
Yeah, that's totally me.
Yeah, it's totally you.
Yeah. So I always give our mom, with mom, I always joke with her and tell her that they found me like on a church step or something, because not quite. You can see like the gray hairs, and he's got the dark hair. So we're a little opposite on that, but we both do not have hair. So that's the thing that kind of gives us away.
Well, yeah.
Other than that, I've been on the fire department here in Fallon, Nevada for 17 years now. I just got that label this month, actually.
Nice, good job. Congratulations.
Hey, thanks. Yeah. So, other than that, that's about it. Like with this podcast, it's kind of like Vinny was saying, we're just looking at doing, we hang out, we talk, we like to have a good time. We do a lot of stuff together when we can, being that we're completely in different states.
8
But we
hours.
do get together and stuff like that for holidays, different things like that. Like this cast, we're doing this podcast today. It's Christmas Eve, and so we just thought we'd get it together, get it rolling, see if we get it out for the new year.
Yeah, Christmas Eve. Yeah, delivering packages for the last month you don't realize how fast it catches up to you. It's like you just go out every day, deliver, you know, packages and keep going and keep going. Next thing you know, it's like, oh hey, it's Christmas Eve. You're done. It's time to wind her down. And then when you get home, it's, oh, we got family coming or we got friends coming and we got to get stuff going and grocery shopping and all that good stuff. So we made time today to hurry and do this, and we hope it turns out well.
Yeah, here we go.
Did a little coyote hunting this
Christmas.
morning though.
Yeah, Christmas is here, whether you're ready for it or not.
It's true.
So here we go. Yeah, so how'd it go? We ran, what time you get up in the morning? So that's another thing we like to do, like Vinny was saying, hunting coyotes. He's getting into duck hunting. I was into duck hunting there for when I had a dog, but kind of fell out of that once I didn't have a hunting dog. Kind of just changes the game a little bit. But like we do a lot of chucker hunting and stuff here. It's like upland game bird, that kind of stuff. But you guys went out this morning.
Yeah, I took out my oldest daughter's boyfriend, and we went out about 6 o'clock this morning. It didn't get light till almost 7, so we went, about 40 miles away from here. They call it the Sand Ledges, and there's the big tubing hill over there, kind of a redneck tubing hill. You got to walk to the top yourself. You don't get pulled to the top like they do
Well,
there.
don't have no lift.
Yeah, no lift like Tahoe.
I'm not about that life, dude. I gotta have a lift or something I can hang on
No,
to, drag
no.
my fat butt up.
No,
mountain
the ambulance
and
goes
I'll
out
just
there at
slide
least
down.
once a year. Yeah,
Let's sign me up for
they
that.
call the ambulance out
That's
there,
nice.
but yeah, we both purchased some thermal scopes this year. I got mine like a week or two before Thanksgiving, so I've really only got to use it maybe like 3 times in an actual hunting scenario instead of just going out in the backyard and watching the dogs run around the yard and stuff like that. But we did have some movement on our first stand. It was just the sagebrush out there is just so tall. You gotta find that right spot where you're up on the top so you can look down, and so you can see those coyotes moving around. We had one kind of moving in from our left, moving to the right, and he just went behind a sagebrush. And next thing I know, I'm pretty sure I was looking at his tail end, just heading south away from us. He wasn't having
Is
any
he
of it.
booking it? Smelled you or what?
It was hard. It was like he was there and he went to the right and kind of, I'm not sure if it was a hill. It's really hard to tell in the dark with that thermal scope where the hills are and aren't. I mean, you can see the heat off of like growing vegetation or even growing glowing off the animal, but he just was there and I saw him move left to right. He probably went 5 feet, and then I don't know if he just turned down the hill, and then I was trying to find him. Next thing I knew, he must have rolled back up the other side of the hill, heading away from us. He wasn't running; he was just kind of going. So we tried to do another series of calls, and then on my ATN thermal, you can watch it on your phone. So Parker was watching it on his phone or on my phone, and he saw it for a second. We had some really hard bright spots down in one area, but I'm not sure. They were quite a ways away, and they just weren't moving like coyotes, so I'm not sure if there was some deer bedded down or anything like that. But that was the only movement we got out of that stand. We tried another stand, and it was a burn area. It burned probably about 6 years ago, and the sagebrush on the lower half is really tall. And then you go another 100 yards, and there's just very little yellow grass. There's no cover. It's really hard to hide your rig, so you sit out like a sore thumb if you're sitting out there. So we did another little overlook into the sagebrush, but no movement there. So then we drove to another couple spots. We had another coyote hunter come up to us and tell us, he's like, "Oh, did you get one?" And I said, "No." And he goes, "Well, there's 4 of them over there." He's like, "I was in there last night and shot one at 10:30." So I'm pretty sure that area was kind of busted. It wasn't even 12 hours later.
Spooking
So
around. Yeah, they're probably on high alert.
we had one.
Think too. A lot of people too. You got to know too. Like thermal, they think it's just for nighttime.
Oh no,
But
it
you
works
can run
great in the
thermal
day.
In the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where like so you have the ATN. It's at the Thor.
Yeah, it's
Thor
the Thor
4?
4, 2
Yeah.
by 8. Yeah.
So I have the I-Ray Bravo or USA Bravo. I-Ray
Right.
is the one that makes it. So it does. It is. I noticed. So I went also. My daughter and I went last night. She's 11, and so her whole thing is like, oh, I want to. Dad, I've always wanted to go out at night, like, and walk through the wilderness. She says, like, I'm like, well, we ain't going to the wilderness, but we're gonna head out to the sagebrush.
Yeah,
and
Anything
we
that's
got
not
plenty of that
asphalt
around
sidewalk
here.
at night, that's
Yeah.
wilderness for
So-
kids.
Oh yeah, so we headed out and did the same. And like I was going to mention, like how you were talking was the hills.
Right.
So notice like with the I-Ray, I can tell that there's hills. The only thing at nighttime you find out, and I think it's any scope that you use, is when you are up looking, and then you drop down to your knees or you put your bipod out, and then there's a sagebrush that's
Oh yeah.
25
Almost every
feet in
time.
front of
Like
you.
not every
Yeah.
time, but
It
you're like,
just disappears. You're like, oh, and then it ain't like you can just move the scope and look because first of all you got a blind eye because you've been looking into
oh
a
yeah,
a
100%.
screen on your scope, and then it's just like, oh, dude. So like last night was the same way. We were just like, I seen the coyote, and she was calling, and she had them lit up. Like she has like a great little pup distress howl thing that she does, and she does it with her mouth, like no reads, no calls, and so she just got the whole thing lit. And so then it was just like, oh, okay. So then we kind of stayed a little longer and stuff like that. But
Right.
I was just banking in off of what you were saying, that it is tough to see like that I-Ray. I feel like it picks up a good transition. Like I can see the rolling hills and stuff like that. But like a sagebrush in front of me, oh, it's there. I can see it in the thermal as I turn around and get set up and drop down
Right.
or whatever. Like I was moving it from the chair over to sit down. And of course that's where the coyote is going to be. They don't go where you want them to be.
No. Well, I had mine set on
Like
green.
that. Green,
And
okay.
I might have been and like I said, I've only used it like 3 times, so I'm not 100% sure on which color's the best to use, how to get that, because I know the black or the white hot, that shows a little different. If you use the black hot, if I would have went to the black hot, I might have been able to get a little more definition on the terrain, so that I would understand where the hills were going, because it's kind of gives you more of a black and white picture, to where the green
Yeah, and
just
it's almost that's where like it's nice to have that little bit of a moon, which I mean we didn't have one last night.
there was
but
not.
It's nice to have a little bit of a moon, not only for the coyotes to be coming out. You know what I mean? They like having a little bit of ambient light too, but also for you to get some depth in what you're looking for when you're looking out across the plains there, and seeing what it's doing. So that does make it nice.
Yeah. So we tried a few
So
more.
the hunter came up and told you.
Yeah.
Just gave you a story.
He showed me
about
the
how he
video
was
on his phone.
Smacking coyotes.
Showed me the video on his phone.
Which we'll do that too. As we get going into this and stuff, we'll load up. We're gonna put our podcast, our episode stuff out there, and we'll put it on YouTube also.
Right.
We have a channel, and so we'll put it up, and we'll put a link in for that. Like either put a link in here or over here. I don't know when we edit it where we'll put it, but you'll be able to click on the link, and then we'll start to do we'll upload some of these videos and stuff of us day hunting also, and night hunting, both day and night. Well, thermal. We also use regular day scopes, glass, I guess you would call it. I don't know,
Right.
whatever the technical term is, but
There'll be more kills.
Non-thermal
There'll be more kills
scopes.
on your video. Mine will just be like, oh, look at the pretty coyote. bye.
Yeah, look look at him out. This is what it looks like. Yeah, this is what it looks like, them going away.
Look,
Yeah.
he's coming in. Oh, see ya.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So we do that a lot. We do a lot. So it kind of all started with Vinny. We took him out here, and I believe it was here in Nevada, right?
Oh yeah, it was me,
Yeah.
you, and
So
Walker.
we took you out. Yeah. And so we took him out and went and did some hunting there, and then it kind of once I mean, you like it or you don't.
Yeah,
So
but luckily
you
we
kinda
got
get
one.
into it or you don't.
That's what
It's
made
true.
the difference.
Yeah. Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah. I don't know if you're sneezing or coughing. I don't know. Was they going to
Oh,
bless
no.
you or curse you? I don't know.
I'm just nervous, man. It's hot in here.
Whew, you're wearing a sweatshirt.
It's
dude.
it's a thin gym shirt.
Uh,
It's long
It's probably
sleeve,
one
but
of them
it's
heated
thin.
ones.
Yeah, but
But yeah,
yeah,
so
no, we
it's,
got that coyote. Like when you take your kids out, like my 14-year-old son, he kind of dislikes coyote hunting because number one, it's cold. You're getting up really early, and now that we have the thermal, we're staying up pretty late, which for a 14-year-old, that's probably better than getting up super early. But it's like you
Except
might
for the
hear them,
cold.
you might,
They
you know,
like they don't mind staying up late, but it's
No,
cold. still.
exactly. And then, it's like, well, crap, man. We didn't get anything. We were out all day, But the last time we went duck hunting a couple weeks ago, we went out, like, all day. Like, we left at 6 in the morning. We went down to the hunting spot, like, walked the river, went over to the creek, the Otter Creek down there in Anemone. And yeah, they were on the water. But like you said, if you don't have a dog or a boat, those ones were just out in the middle, like, laughing at you. But so
You
yeah,
gotta get you one of them little float tubes or something.
yeah,
you
we
know, a little
definitely got to get something like that. But
blow that thing up.
we didn't get any
Pedal
ducks
out
that
there.
day either. And I thought, but he's still, he's still gung ho with it because he can just go walk the canals and rivers around here, after school and stuff like that with his friends, and they'll get a duck or two. So he's got a lot more ducks than I've got coyotes. so
Sure,
So he's a
yeah,
little more
why not?
excited about it. If I was to get a few more coyotes, then he might be a little more excited about it. But
Yeah. That's how it was last night. Was that way. We called in. Well, we had a bunch of them lit up. You know what I mean, howling, barking, and stuff like that. And then it was. It's just one of those things. It's just a different game. Thermal.
oh
You know,
yeah,
it's you have that advantage, but you also like the iRay, you can take it off and use it like a monocle.
correct.
So I'm using it like a monocle, right? And then I see something, or I see one. One was bounding in, and I was like, oh, and so I'm turning, setting the gun down, like flipping on my red light. It's just a little headlight that I got, just one little bulb that comes on. So it's like super non-noticeable, whatever.
Right.
I haven't ever had them be anything of it. So hooking that thing back on and then trying to re-find it. And that gun, the Juggernaut ain't light. I found that out last night. I was starting to like pick it up and use it, like, because I'd already clipped it on. I was like, I don't want to take
Yeah.
the clip.
That's how I have to use
the
mine. Mine doesn't
scope
come
again.
off.
But I couldn't do like a bazooka like yours. I can't like shoulder mount that thing because the scope is too close. So I'm like holding that. My left arm was just smoked. So I was like, ooh. So anyways, so we went, and we didn't get on one on that one. But then we come down, like, long story short, we were down at the end, and Alexa jumps in the truck. Like, we came back, she had him howling, hooting, hawing. We had the trains. We were off like this big old train. The train tracks are down below us. I mean, they're
Dude, train tracks are actually
Couple,
kind of the best.
two. Yeah, they're still probably 1,500 yards out in front of us, And there's like a flat, and we saw some cows and stuff like that. But we had loaded up. We left the spot. We sat there for probably 17 minutes or something. She's like, I think we've been here like 17, 20 minutes. I was like, all right, you ready to go? She's like, yeah, I'm cold. My feet are freezing. So we're walking back. She's like, I don't even feel my feet. And I'm like, well, that's good. And then you don't know that they're cold,
Right.
And so she was laughing. She's a sport. So she goes, she wanted to do that last stand. So we go rolling back. I fire up the truck, and I'm putting everything away. And then I grab the spotlight. I was like, I'm just going to hit it and see what the train, what it looked like, what I thought it looked like compared to what it looked like through light.
Right.
And so I hit the spotlight, and I moved it to the right, probably from the back, facing out the back north, and then I started moving to the east. and I went probably 20 yards, and there was eyes, and that coyote was standing right there, like right where we had just left. And
Oh,
so
he
I
was
like,
coming to the
"Oh."
call. He was coming all the way to
Yeah,
the call.
he'd gone over there. Yeah, he'd walked over where we were calling. We were like 100 yards from it by then.
Right.
So I'm like, I tell her, Cutes, turn on your phone, turn on my phone and watch it. So she's watching it through my phone.
Right.
And I jump out, and I can see him. I'm glassing, and I can see him. So I'm moving forward. Same thing. I would kneel down, and then set the bipods out, and then I couldn't see him.
You're gonna have to hip shoot it.
So I'd have to stand up. I'd walk further, and I was just bull squeaking. Walked all the way up to there, like, and then of course she's like freaking out now. She's like, Dad, I couldn't see you. I didn't know where you were. And I was like, what? So she's like, gets out of the truck and does a walk around of the truck,
Oh.
but then gets back in. So I could hear the door close, and I look over there, and the light's on. And I was like, oh, okay. But I couldn't get it. And to come to find out, there's like this draw, and it like rolled down the hill this way. So I'm standing here, and I just keep walking and walking. But as I'm looking, he's down here, and I can just barely see its ears once in a while pop up. So when I would stand up and be looking at it,
Right.
then it was, I could
Visible.
see it.
Yeah.
And so I thought, well, I'll just keep walking, and then maybe I'll get up on a hill, because I didn't know that it just slowly rolled off.
It's dark.
Oh yeah, if I'd have went like another probably 100 yards, then I would have been down on like looking down and then into the big flat.
Yeah.
But and then I turn around, I come back, and she's on the phone with Mom, and I was like,
Oh. Oh.
she's all, I lost Dad.
Oh, dude.
so like, and then I'm like, oh no, I'm right here, and she's like, oh Dad, and I think she was like a little bit panicky.
She wanted to go out in that wilderness.
I couldn't get the phone, Dad. I couldn't get it to work. It stopped working.
Oh, probably because you went too far.
Because I went too far.
Yeah.
So she's like, it stopped working, and I was trying to get it back. And it wouldn't. And then I got out and walked around the truck to see if I could see you, because she saw me when I first got out, because I just went off the side of the road and kneeled down right there, you know.
Right.
And then, so I was like, she could still see it from the lights of the truck. And then as I worked my way further out, 10, 15, 20 yards at a time. And then, yeah, so Mom was like, tell Dad there's no coyotes out there and you guys come home. So, yeah, we were running a little bit late, but that was only because we got into the coyotes. So
Right. You get
Just
into
how
it,
it
you
goes.
got to stick with it a little bit.
yeah, and I've done it long enough. She kind of now knows. She kind of gets over it. She's just like, whatever. She gets it. Because I was like, well, Alexa wanted to do one more stand,
Right. Yeah,
I'm
when you
all
start
in
hearing
on
them
an
barking.
11-year-old.
Yeah.
Not that I wouldn't stay out all night.
But yeah, when they start barking and you start getting a little movement and you start seeing them, time
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Like your heart's
Oh,
going,
yeah.
you're like, oh, one more
Oh,
stand,
yeah.
one more stand,
Oh, yeah.
one more stand. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's
And
an
that one, I
adrenaline
don't know
rush
if it
for
was
sure.
the same. I don't know if it was the same one or if it was another one. Because on that stand, I told her, stay right there. That's a coyote, and I moved over to the left. That's the one where I moved, and I could see him through. I had clipped it on the gun.
Right.
Got up and I was looking at it, and then threw my pad down, sat down, and there was a sagebrush out in front of me, like 20 yards, and just blinding. I'm like, perfect. That's what I need. So I tried to move around, and once I got to the side, like trying to move this side of it, it was too late then, like, because they don't stop moving. But that one, that night, the last one we saw, dude, it was amazing. So the truck was sitting there running, right? Lights on. I
Right.
close the doors. I get out, and I'm walking, and I'm like vole squeaking as I'm walking over towards this thing, and it is just walking. And then even turned around and went back, and just like they just don't think that you even are a problem, that you could even see him.
Well, a lot of times when
But
it's
he
their first experience with it, I don't think they understand what's going on. If they've been shot
Yeah, I
at
think
or
the trains going by and
Yeah,
trucks, they're just
that's
like, oh,
true.
whatever. Like they don't get harassed by it, and they also probably don't get too much going on at night.
oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, so, like they're just in their element at night in comparison to
Yeah,
the
they feel
daytime.
safe. They feel a little more safe at night. They just kind of like whatever. Yeah, like
And they can't see you. You know what I mean? Like, they have good vision, but it ain't thermal.
No,
It
true.
ain't night vision. You know
Right.
what I mean? So it's like they're out there in their own element, just going off of hear and smell. Like they're not like there's no way you could get up and walk on that coyote like I just did last night.
Right.
That thing would have took off and been gone. Not
Well, see,
pacing back and forth.
in that same spot that we were hunting this morning, I went by in the delivery truck, and this was probably in October, back in October. And there was an elk that got hit. It was on the side of the road, and there was a coyote sitting there eating on it. It was probably about 11 o'clock in the morning, and I was heading south, and it was sitting there just eating on this elk. And then as I come up to it, it backs away, gets up against the fence on the highway, like to go over into the sagebrush, but it just stays, waits till you go by, and then it come back. I saw it in the mirror, walk back over and start eating on that elk again. And then it happened again the next morning. It was still sitting there eating on that same elk, and I don't know if it was the same dog, and it was just sitting there, and it backed away, didn't go through the fence, didn't take off running, waited for the package car to just go by, and then went back to eating. Like, it was just like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They've seen them cars ripping by there before.
Oh, yeah. And then, like I said, there's deer and elk that get hit on that road quite often. So for them, that's like living in Oklahoma, Mississippi, You throw out that deer feeder, that's a coyote feeding road right there.
Dude, that's that back east hunting, dude.
Just throw out the dead carcass and wait for it. Yeah, that's right.
Just sit there in a heated blind and wait for the timer to go off. We got somebody we know that thinks that's how hunting was supposed to be.
I mean,
drag him over here.
That's hunting for them.
Yeah, we ain't mentioning names. Yeah, or that he doesn't have hair.
He knows who he is.
He's also bald. Oh yeah. Well, thermal is just such a different game. You know what I mean? And I like it. And I mean, I've been trying to do more. Even on the problem of it is going to be bad. Is like I'm doing it on weeknights.
Right.
Like school nights here.
Yeah.
I mean, like this could be
work
bad.
nights. Work nights.
This
You got to
could
go to
be
work.
This could be, this could be like intervention type stuff. You might need to get. It's kind of like we got to do with your parlays and stuff with your cross-state gambling.
Parlay.
So.
Oh yeah, big money right there. Big money.
Oh yeah.
I'm in a parlay.
So,
actually, today my parlay is still good as of this recording of the podcast.
As of now.
As of now.
So Vinny, I put in the pick. He gives me the picks, and I bet him out for him here in Nevada, and usually he's out the first game. So we're looking good.
We don't do Thursday games anymore.
So we eliminated Thursday games because they would just bust in Vinny's ticket.
Yeah.
So or you do like me, and I just do three. A morning, afternoon, and bet the lines. So like you just pick the lines. So now you got three of them. But thanks a lot, Titans, for that. For really just dicking the dog on that one.
Hey, I did okay with the Titans. I did good with the Titans.
Yeah, that's because you kept the points. I went on the pick'ems.
I got the +6.
I went the line.
I got close.
Well, I mean, lose to a team that's 1-12. Perfect. I mean, why wouldn't you? At home.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Well, the Bengals. I was -3 on the Bengals. They went 4, so they won by 4.
Is that what they ended up winning by?
4.
That ain't bad. That ain't
Dude,
a bad
it's
deal
close. It's my week. This is my week.
This is it. I like it.
Merry Christmas to me. Merry Christmas to me.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Yeah. So what do you got going on? You guys got family tonight? Is that right?
Yeah. We've got.
Coming or going? What are they doing?
We got a little family party tonight at 6, and that is my wife's aunt's, and then
the sober party or the.
This is
which
the
one?
sober.
Is that the New Year's? Were we talking about New Year's, or what one were we talking about? There was two different. You had the.
No, that's tonight.
The party.
That's tonight.
Oh, that's still tonight.
That's still tonight. Yeah,
we're doubled up.
We got the dinner. We got the dinner and bingo at 6.
The Mormon dinner. We got the Mormon party.
At the Mormon party, and then.
LDS. I don't know what they do now.
And then. And then after that, we are invited to another family member's house, which is kind of a BYOB, or just share, whatever. It's not too.
Non-Mormon party is what we call
I
it.
mean, it's still
Jack.
still Mormon party.
This
Oh yeah,
is
there'll be
what
Jack
they
there.
call Jack
There'll be Jack
Mormon?
there.
Oh no! Oh yeah, it's Jack. No, I'm just kidding. Not really. There's not really. No, we gotta edit this part.
No,
It'll be out after
it,
the party already be
it'll
over.
be over. It's over.
It's fine. It's all
Yeah.
good.
The next time you see me,
Yeah.
I'll be doing my podcast for behind bars.
Yeah, yeah. So if you guys want to, make sure you subscribe and send some
Send bail money.
for Vinny.
Yeah.
No,
No.
send some of that bail money.
No,
I think you saw something that you could go on there, right, on your podcast, and people can donate money or something.
yeah, I don't think that was on ours.
That's not on this one.
don't
Well, you
think that
can
was-
anyway. I'll put my address out if you're gonna send some.
We can
money.
just put our Venmo up
No,
there.
just-
Just pop our little Venmo up there.
Oh yeah, not
Venmo.
yet. I don't think we're there yet.
Well,
or
you know.
if we ever get there.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
well,
if
I
a
mean, I
certain if
think-
a certain bald-headed, Oklahoma, Mississippi hunter wants to donate, so we don't talk about it and we edit it out.
Oh yeah,
we could
yeah.
go that way.
Suppose they put it on the low, huh? Just slip some cash down. Yeah.
No, but
we
the
have
part- so far
we
the
don't
part-
have any dinners tonight. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Parties. No,
Oh,
no.
yeah,
we're
we're
on
in
the
parties,
party.
not parlay.
Not parlay. Yeah, we went to party because it's Christmas Eve. I feel like we should bank, hit that a little bit.
Ooh,
see
Christmas,
how
yeah.
Christmas Eve stuff's working.
Yeah,
You
like,
got two parties.
we got two parties.
We have Christmas tree, we go to church every year for the candlelight service.
Nice.
So at Parkside.
Yeah.
church
That's the sober
there,
one.
it's
That's
pretty
your sober
rad.
party.
That most certainly is a sober party. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, and then Christmas is tomorrow, so
Right.
I feel like maybe hunting in the morning or no.
No.
Is that
no.
not on the.
We have
not
and
that doesn't go over well.
my wife's my wife's kids, their dad and his fiance are coming over for breakfast. So we're gonna have breakfast in the morning and
How's
presents.
that?
That's
That's
great.
interesting.
That's awesome.
Okay, sweet.
No, we get along great. Like we get along. We
Like
He is a-
so well that you guys just get together for Christmas and
yeah.
do a full Christmas. All right.
Yeah, the kids
Okay.
wanted him to come for Christmas, and that's kind of what they wanted for. That's what they asked for Christmas, was just to have him come over for breakfast, and yeah. But no, we get along great.
Making
We've
crepes or what?
biscuits and gravy.
Oof. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Okay.
heavy breakfast.
Tasha made some German pancakes. You ever had them?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, once we start rolling on some emails, I don't know how that goes yet. We're still new at this, but like we could get comments and stuff. I think when you start doing live stuff, is that right? On the
I'd imagine you
podcast?
get comments on the YouTube channel too.
Yeah, we could do that too. Well, and look, I mean, it's a German pancake, and it was good. So
What's in it?
Not well, I don't know. Eggs. It had
Like-
eggs in it.
So, like, was it
It's
like a-
thick? It's like in a pan. It's not anything like you would think a pancake. It's like a dish, right?
Okay.
And it has like it's it's basically like making brownies. In the way I could
Okay.
elaborate, like if I was to say what it was like in a you put it in like your Pampered Chef
Was in your cake pan?
11 by 9 cake pan,
Yeah.
and it's like a layer of it or whatever. Tasha almost burned the house down because I'm like, I don't know what is happening, like what's going on, like you got to turn, because we got a hood.
Yeah.
I'm like, the hood ain't on. She opens up the stove and it's like boiling stuff out, and I'm like, I don't know what, and it's just like I guess like butter or something. It's like crackling and popping because I guess you put some
Was it like a
layer of
condensed
something in
milk?
there. I don't know. I just ate it and got the fire extinguisher to possibly put out of a fire. I don't know what was happening. This thing was spitting it. So I'm like, turn the hood on, pull it out, and she sets it on the counter. I mean, it's still like molten lava.
But you said there was eggs in it.
Not yet.
Oh.
This was like the beginning part. This is the starting of
Okay.
it. Like this
Yeah.
thing, I don't think it should be carried on. Like we should probably cut our losses. Like
Or cook
but
it in
she's
the
She
barbecue.
was all for it. Yeah, or just like throw it outside and just let the dogs eat it off the patio. I don't know, whatever you want to do. Like,
But then
we're
you put
not
eggs in
starting
it.
out good. She's definitely not a baker, right?
Okay.
So she
If
was
you say
just
so.
getting after it. She says so. She says she hates bacon. This is why, not bacon, like baking.
Right.
We love bacon.
Yeah. Nobody hates bacon.
She don't like. She
Right.
don't like.
Bacon.
And so, yeah, I was just like, we might have. This seems like it's already started out bad. Like the fire alarm's about to go off. Like I'll never live that down. Fire call to my house.
Yeah, that'd
Dude.
be rough.
That's not good. You get a trophy, all that stuff.
You get a
At the
trophy.
firehouse, you get a trophy. Oh yeah, they bring you up in front of everybody. They give you a trophy, and it's usually some sort of just terrible thing to remind you of like what such a terrible person.
The fire
you are
trucks
for
had to get
calling
called to a
fire.
fireman's house.
Yeah, basically, I would probably do more along the line of, could I run to the firehouse and get my own fire truck and bring it back, and still save my house,
Yeah.
or do I call the fire department?
Right.
Right, like I'm willing to risk it.
You're willing to
Like,
risk it to not
Babe,
get the trophy.
Keep the hose, the garden hose on it until I go get a fire truck and come back. Do not call 911. So yeah, that's how that usually rolls. So luckily we didn't have to. So that was a good start to Christmas Eve.
That was today.
But yeah. Oh yeah, that was just this morning.
That was today.
Oh yeah, Christmas Eve this morning. Yeah, I mean they turned out really good. Whatever it was, the concoction that went in there and then got baked.
Yeah.
And then you put yogurt on it, like Greek yogurt, with like blueberries and stuff. I did vanilla Greek yogurt because I'm not a fan of just plain Greek yogurt.
I almost got a
Too
chill.
tart for this kid.
Ooh.
Yeah, how good it was.
It's tart.
Or- yeah, that's why I do the vanilla.
Vanilla. Yeah.
The vanilla. You got to do the vanilla.
Yeah, no, I had one of those chocolate Boston cream pies, that are in a box. They're like all sealed, like a little pocket. That
Yeah,
I got that at the gas station on our way out, and a Mountain Dew.
perfect.
That
What
was
time
my-
did you leave this
That's my
morning?
break. 6.
It was still dark
Yeah,
when you got up there?
yeah. I got up at 5:30 and took off at 6.
Hmm.
Well, we're only 30 minutes from where we went, so it was 6:30.
True.
So it was only. I mean, it was only dark for maybe.
Just like basically like it's in airplane mode or whatever. Yeah, you don't got to now. I mean, we're at the end of the cast now.
Oh, jeez, 40 minutes in.
Unless we're 40 minutes in. I mean, I think we could wrap this one up. Or, I think that's it.
Do you hear music?
We got Christmas. No. Is it Christmas music? Seems like it should be Christmas music. So
It
you put your
was.
phone on Do Not Disturb and it just starts playing
It
Christmas
started
music.
playing music. I did. I
Like
put
what
on Do
phone?
Not
I'm trying to
Disturb.
tell you to do not disturb. I don't know how many times.
They got those sleigh
All right,
bells
so hey,
ringing.
we hope you guys liked our first podcast. Like I say, we're gonna kind of talk about whatever. Like this is kind of what we do. We just some stuff will probably come in on, and we'll have a topic or something that we are passionate about, like coyote hunting or scopes or guns, razor riding. I mean, we kind of do it all. Camping, hunting, which is kind of just a
Gardening.
couple of guys that. It's gardening, yeah. That we'll get on that next one. We'll talk about peppers because I got a sick pepper story for you guys. But we're gonna put that on to be continued on this one.
Yes, for
But
sure.
I do have probably the couple of the most expensive peppers in the world. I'm gonna throw that out there. I haven't Googled that. That's just my personal thought on it.
I would-
Maybe it's right. Maybe it's not. I don't know.
I'll second that.
But I'll be hard pressed to find somebody that has that expensive of peppers. 2 of them actually. So, but yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking at doing. And I mean, this is just it. Like we're just gonna once we kind of get rolling and get more stuff going with the interaction phase of it and stuff like that. That'll be cool too. I think getting people involved, and stuff like that, questions and stuff like that. I think it just be
Questions,
fun.
definitely.
Shoot it back and forth, between like I don't know what they think, what we think. I mean, we'll take all the comments anyways. good ones. Just good comments.
And you know, we've got a lot of friends that do the same thing. We've got a lot of people that we know that are in different fields and stuff like that, that, you know, we'd like to maybe have on for like a little segment, you know, during our podcast, so we can have some of those guys on there.
Have some guests for sure. Yeah,
we got some CrossFit Games athletes, and we've got freaking Navy pilots,
professional fishers. We got some pilots. Yeah,
we got pilots.
Top Gun guy.
Yeah,
we'll bring him on. He's like the actual Maverick.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Real life one, but
real life Maverick.
All right, so yeah, there it is, episode 1. We're gonna we'll sign off on this one, and we'll pick back up. I mean, we'll look at trying to do one or two times a month. I would say for sure.
For sure. For sure.
Kind of rolling with. And then if it
I would like our goal to be, you know, work on like do one a week, but I'm busy. You're busy.
Yeah,
we're so
one
far
a week
away.
for sure. Yeah, I think once we start getting better at the editing and, you know, that kind of stuff too, that helps too. Just cuts back on that time.
Keeping our.
But yeah, I think I mean, who knows? Who knows? Yeah, like no interruptions, do not disturb, like, you know, whatever. So, but yeah,
all right,
so we thank you guys. Hopefully, we can get everybody on there signed up, and like I say, we'll put a subscribe thing for you to click on, and we'll put the YouTube channel link in there, and we'll just kind of start rolling from there. So thank you for your guys' time, and we'll get you in the next week or two.
Yes.
Signing off, Hesse and Vinny.
Love you, brother.
Love you too, man. Later.
See you. Bye.